notice some microphone bumping and some errors that I'm making. But today I'm going to be showing you the books that I plan on reading in 2026 in hopes of maybe getting some recommendations in the comments down below. Just some background. I am a really big thriller fan. I also like horror books, but I think most of these are thrillers. And yeah, I also am a beginner reader, so these books are pretty like quick reads and things like that. You'll be able to tell. And I do also have some books that I already have read, just to kind of show you guys. So if the back of the book is like a short summary, I'm going to read those, but if it's super long, I'm not going to read so you guys don't get bored. So my first book is The Surrogate Mother by Freida McFadden. Freida McFadden. I've been a huge fan of her books lately. They are just really quick and easy to read. The back is pretty short, so I'm going to read these. Or going to read this. Abby wants a baby more than anything, but after years of failed infertility treatments and adoptions that have fallen through, it seems like motherhood is not in her future. That is, until her personal assistant, Monica, makes a generous offer to serve as her surrogate. It's an offer that will make all of Abby's dreams come true. But soon, strange things start happening, and it turns out Monica isn't who she says she is. The woman now carrying Abby's child has an unspeakable secret, and she will stop at nothing to get what she wants. I'm so sorry if, I stutter. I'm kind of nervous, and plus, whispering, I get super out of breath. I don't know why. Next, The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. We have two, probably wedding rings, some blood splatters. I'm so sorry, my phone just fell, but it looks like it's a pretty thick book. I'm going to read the back. Sarah Morgan is one of the best criminal defense attorneys in Washington, D.C. With a perfect case record and having made name partner before the age of 35, her life is going exactly as planned. However, the same cannot be said for her husband, Adam, a field author, who's grown to resent his wife's meteoric success as he feels it's come at the expense of their relationship. For almost 2 years, Adam has kept his affair with Kelly Summers a secret, but everything changes when her body is discovered at the couple's lake house, and Adam is arrested on suspicion of her murder. Sarah now finds herself facing her most challenging case yet when she vows to defend her husband, a man accused of murdering his mistress. While Adam is currently guilty of sleeping with Kelly, the question remains, is he guilty of killing her too? That one sounds pretty good. Next is pretty old. It is The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. ABC Murders. My dad read this in college and he told me to read it, so I'm hoping it's good. The back says, "Let us see, Mr. Clever, just how clever you can be." There's a serial killer on the loose working his way through the alphabet, and the whole country is in a state of panic. A is for Miss Asher in Andover, B is is for Betty Barnard in Bexhill. C is for Sir Carmichael Clark in Churston. With each murder, the killer is getting more confident, but leaving a trail of deliberate clues to taunt the proud Hercule Poirot might just prove to be the first and fatal mistake. I probably just mispronounced so much, but that's that. Next book is, my sister got it, so I'm not really sure. It's The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is definitely a thick book, I do have to say. This looks like it's a little bit of a harder read. Looks like you have to put a lot of thought into it. It's about 560 pages, so this will be interesting. I'm not going to read the back for some of them. Next is Hidden Pictures by Jason Regulak. Jason Regulak. I think this one was in the war section when I bought it. Mallory Quinn is fresh out of rehab when she takes a job babysitting Ted and Caroline Maxwell's 5-year-old son, Teddy. She immediately bonds with his sweet boy, who is never without his sketchbook. His drawings are the usual fare: trees, rabbits, balloons, but one day he draws something different: a man dragging a woman's lifeless body. Then his stick figures evolve into increasingly sophisticated sketches, depicting one disturbing scene after another. Is Teddy troubled, or is he channeling forces he cannot possibly understand? Knowing just how crazy it all sounds, Mallory must decipher the images and save Teddy before it's too late. I thought these were kind of cool, like to have in a book. Like pictures, kind of like that. I don't know if you can see it too well. I'm going to turn my lamp on. So I thought it was kind of cool. Okay. Next. My sister read this. She did not like it, but The Teacher by Freida McFadden. Obviously, it's like a mystery. I think there's a knife. Sorry. Okay. Eve has a good life. She gets up each day, gets a kiss from her husband, and heads off to teach math at the local high school. All is as it should be, except last year, Caseham High was rocked by a scandal involving a student-teacher affair with one student, Addie, at its center. But Eve knows there's far more to these ugly rumors than meets the eye. Addie can't be trusted. She lies, she hurts people, she destroys lives, at least that's what everyone says. But nobody knows the real Addie. Nobody knows the secrets that could destroy her if people at the school found out. And when Eve discovers the shocking truth, Addie will do anything to keep her quiet. That's The Teacher. Next, we have Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I'm a big fan of his books too. This is a pretty long summary on the back, so it's not a summary. I don't know what it's called. A blurb. I don't know where I heard that. But Jewel. This is definitely gonna be a good one. I think she's a really good author. I've never read any of her books, but I have a couple, so I'm excited. We have a couple more. We have five total strangers. 5 total strangers by Natalie D. Richards. I get a lot of my ideas from TikTok. I know that's probably not the place to get it, but I honestly, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go over 4 more. I do have a lot more I plan on reading, but I can do that in like a part 2. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. Next book is Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom. I feel like a lot of people have read this, and I read it in high school, but I didn't pay attention. I just know it was sad, so I kind of want to read it again. My sister and I want to, like, once we finish all of our books, buy all of the books we have read, and just kind of do like a throwback, like books we read in high school, like To Kill a Mockingbird, Great Gatsby, all that, because we never paid attention. But I know this one is really good and sad, but it's a classic. Okay, next book. I know nothing about this one. My sister got it again. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. It almost looks like a fantasy, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. It says on the back, it will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name, and suddenly everything changes. So, I don't know. Let me know if you've read this one. This looks like another pretty thick book. Yeah, it's about 450 pages. I usually hover over 300 to 400. Okay, next we have Alice Feeney's Rock, Paper, Scissors. Rock, Paper, Scissors. I never like tapping. I don't listen to tapping. So let me know if you guys like it. Things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. Every anniversary, the couple exchange traditional gifts, and Adam's wife writes him a letter she never lets him read until now. Self-confessed workaholic Adam Wright has face blindness. He can't even recognize his own wife, and Amelia is sick of feeling unseen. When Adam and Amelia win a weekend away to Scotland, it might be just what their marriage needs. This weekend may make or break their marriage, but they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying, and someone didn't want them to live happily ever after. Okay, last book that I plan on reading in 2026 for this video. Again, I have like a million more. oversees the hospital's mental health unit, and as a medical student, Amy is required to gain experience on the floor. But little do her colleagues know, it may force her to confront a past she's fought hard to forget. The night starts. The countdown begins. As the hours tick by, Amy grows increasingly convinced something terrible is happening within the ward's tightly secured walls. When patients and staff start to vanish without a trace, it becomes clear that everyone on the unit is in grave danger. Amy never wanted to spend the night on Ward D. Now she might not make it out alive. Okay, so I'm currently reading Do Not Disturb by Freida McFadden. I do really like it. I'm almost done on page, let's see, 240, and there's only like 275, so this one's really good. It's like murder, someone stuck in like a snowstorm, just gotta find the murderer. I don't really know. I'm kind of nervous to finish it because it is, I don't know. Okay, and then this one, I read this. I really like this one. It is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This one's a really good one. This girl's like, I'm not gonna give any spoilers. This girl's husband like is dead, and there's like a really famous model that lives across the street from her, and like she's possibly in like an abusive relationship, and it's wild. A lot of different emotions there. This one is so far a 5 out of 5. I mean, this is the only 5 out of 5 I gave for all my books that I've read this year. I think I've read 9 books this year, and it's only January 27th. So I have a couple more I could show you guys if you want to know. But this one is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. The Only One Left. It's basically about this caregiver who was assigned to a house or assigned to a patient, and the patient was accused of like murdering her family. So you just find out the truth, and yeah, she has to care for this lady. Okay, last recommendation for this video. Very basic. Verity by Colleen Hoover. I just finished this actually yesterday. I really liked it. It was definitely gross, like gruesome, but my phone fell again, so I'm just gonna have to hold it. But it was definitely, gross and terrible, but I was able to get through it. I had to put the book down a couple times, but yeah. So